Hello, my learned colleagues. In this video, we'll be looking at volume of a pyramid. To find the volume of a pyramid, any type of pyramid at all we need to do is to calculate the area of the base and multiply the area by the perpendicular height of the pyramid. That is 1/3 of the area of the base multiplied by the perpendicular height will give us the volume of a pyramid. The formula is right here, 1/3 multiplied by base area times the perpendicular height. So we have an example here. Example 1, it says, calculate the volume of the following pyramid. Let me label the pyramid ABC. Let me call this one A, let me call this B, and I call this C. So as stated here, the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 multiplied by the base area multiplied by the perpendicular height. So this is very straightforward. For A, the base here is a rectangle. So volume V, which is 1/3 multiplied by base area multiplied by perpendicular height. This symbol here stands for perpendicular. So I'll have 1/3 times the base area of a rectangle is length times breadth. The length here is 18 inches. The breadth is 12 inches. So I have 18 multiplied by 12. That is the base area. Then multiply by the perpendicular height. The perpendicular height here is 19. So multiply by 19. 3 here 1, 3 here 6. Left with 6. Multiply by 12. Multiply by 19. 6 times 12 times 19 times 12 times 19 is 1,368. 1,368 inches cube. Inches cube is the volume of this pyramid. Okay, that is that for A. Now for B, let me do B right here. Again, volume V is 1/3 multiplied by base area multiplied by perpendicular height. And that will be 1/3 times the base area here. Again, the base is a rectangle, so area of a rectangle is length times breadth. The length is 10, the breadth is 4, and then the perpendicular height is 8 feet right there. So 3 times 1/3 times 10 times 4 times 8. Let's plug that into calculator. 10 times 4 is 40. 40 times 8 is 320. 320 divided by 3 is 106.7, approximately 106.7 feet cube is the volume of that pyramid. And the C, which is the last one for the example, is again 1/3 multiplied by the base area multiplied by perpendicular height. That will be 1/3 times the base, again is a rectangle, and the length of the rectangle is 14 inches, 14 yards, times the breadth, which is 6 yards, times the perpendicular height of the pyramid, which is 13 yards, times 13. 3 here 1, 3 here 2. Now 14 times 2 times 13. 14 times 2 is 28. 28 times 13 times 13. 364. 364 yard cube will be the volume of this pyramid. And that brings us to the end of that example. Let's move on to example 2. Example 2, we have some other pyramid here. In this case, the perpendicular height is not given. That means we need to calculate the perpendicular height first before we can calculate the volume. So I label each one A, B, C again, like before. For the first one, to get the perpendicular height, we need to get the length of this line here. Oh, let me use a different color. This line here. So we apply Pythagoras theorem to get the height. But to get the length of this line, we need to know the diagonal of the pyramid as a whole. So let's work the diagonal of the pyramid. Let me remove this line first. Okay, so getting the diagonal of the pyramid, let me draw something like that. Okay, the diagonal again, applying Pythagoras, we have, let me reproduce that triangle right here. This and then this. My drawing is not perfect, but I'm going to use it like that. This 18, here it is. This 12 right here, here it is. Now the diagonal D, let me call it D. So D square, apply Pythagoras theorem, D square is equal to 18 square plus 12 square. 18 square, that is 18 times 18, which is 324. So 3, I forgot to put square there, 324, 12 square is 144. And 324 plus 144, 144, that is 468. So D square is equal to 468. Therefore, D square root of 468, and square root of 468 is 21.7, 21.6 rather. Is it 6 or 7? Nice one. 6. The 21.6 approximately is the diagonal of this pyramid. With that, we can get the height of the pyramid. This triangle like this, with this dotted line down, and this slant height, we can use that to apply Pythagoras there to get the value of the height of this pyramid, which is A in this case. So let me see if I can redraw that here. This side here, that is it, and it is half of the diagonal we just calculated. This side is half of D. This D here, D is 21.6. 21.6 divided by 2, which is half, will be 10.8. So this place is 10.8. Then the height A, we don't know, that is all we want to calculate. This slant height is given right there, which is 12 inches. So A square is equal to 12 square minus 10.8 square, which is 144 minus 10.8 square. 10.8 square is 116.6 approximately. 116.6. That is minus 144. Minus 144 rather. Let me cancel that. 144 minus 116.6 is 27.4. So A square is 27.4. A will be square root of 27.4. Square root of 27.4. And square root of 27.4 is 5.2, approximately 5.2. So the height of this pyramid is 5.2. With that information, we can get the volume. Because volume is 1/3 times base area times perpendicular height. Perpendicular height. So that is 1 over 3. The base area, the base is a rectangle. Area of the rectangle is length times breadth. That is, length here is 18, the breadth is 12. So 18 times 12, then times perpendicular height, which is this 5.2 that we calculated, times 5.2. 3 here 1, 3 here 6. 6 times 12 times 5.2 will give us the area of this pyramid, and that is 374.4. 374.4 inches cube is the area, the volume rather, of this pyramid. And let's go on to the second one. The second one, let me copy this and bring it down so you can see it at a glance. Let's copy it and put down. Paste it here. Okay. That is that. Again, the perpendicular height of the pyramid is not given. So we need to calculate it first. To calculate it, let's get the diagonal of the pyramid. I'm going to draw the diagonal from here down to this place. And that will me, or let me do the other way around. Anyway, I can still use that. Let's use that because this triangle is very, very clear for us to use. So the diagonal, let me try and reproduce this triangle there. I have this as 4 feet right there. And this one, which is this length here, 10 feet. This line here is the diagonal that I want to calculate. Let's call it D. So D square, applying Pythagoras, D square is equal to 4 square plus 10 square, which is 16 plus 100. And 16 plus 100 is 116. D therefore is square root of 116. And square root of 116 is 10.8 approximately. 10.8 feet is the diagonal of this triangle. And to get the vertical height of this pyramid, we use this triangle here. Let me try and highlight it. This triangle down like this, and this. Now this length here, which is 6 feet, is the same this as this one here, 6 feet. So this triangle here is 6 feet here. The length here is 6 feet. This length here is half of the diagonal that we just calculated. And half of 10.8 is 5.4. So this place is 5.4. Let's draw the triangle. This height x, this is it. And then this place here, that is 5.4, half of 10.8. 5.4. Then this side is 6 feet given. And here like this is 6 feet. 6 feet. Now applying Pythagoras again. S squared is 6 squared minus 5.4 squared. This might 5 look like it. Let me rewrite it. 5.4 squared, which is 36 minus 5.4 squared is 29.2 approximately. 29.2, and 36 minus 29.2 is 6.8 approximately. So s squared is 6.8. S will be square root of 6.8, and square root of 6.8 is 6.8 square root. The square root is 2.6 approximately. 2.6. So the height of the pyramid is 2.6. With that information, we can get the volume, because volume is 1 over 3 times base area times perpendicular height. That would be 1 over 3 times the base area. The base is again a rectangle. The length is 10. The width is 4. So length times breadth, 10 times 4 times the perpendicular height, which you calculated to be 2.6. Putting that into calculator, 2.6 times 4 times 10. Now divided by 3. That is 34.8 approximately. 34.8, what is a unit? Feet cube is the volume of this pyramid. And the last one, again, let's copy it and go and paste it down so we can work on it. Okay, the last one. First of all, let's get the perpendicular height of the pyramid. The height, let's call it y in this case, because it's not labeled. Let's do the diagonal so we can calculate the perpendicular height. Applying Pythagoras, let me draw the triangle first. This base here is 14 yard, and this side here, which is 4 yard, 6 yard rather. Then this diagonal D is what we need. D square is equal to 14 square plus 6 square. 14 square, that would be 196. 196 plus 36. And 196 plus 36 is 232. So this square is 232. Taking the square root on both sides, D will be square root of 32. Square root of 232 is 15.2. 15.2 yard is the diagonal of that pyramid. With that information, we can get the height, the vertical height of the pyramid. And to do that, I'm going to consider this triangle right here, this dotted line, and then this slant height, which is given as 22. So if we draw that, y square is equal to the diagonal, this slant height, which is 22 square minus this side here, and this side is half of the diagonal that we calculated. So let's call it half of this is half of 15.2, which is 7.1 or so, or 7.6. 15.2 divided by 2. Yes, 7.6. So 7.6 square. And now 22 square is 484. So 484 minus 7.6 square. 7.6 square. 57.8 approximately. 57.8. 484 minus 57.6 minus 57.8 rather is 426.2. 426.2. Therefore, y will be square root of 426.2. And square root of 426.2 is 20.6. 20.6. So the height, the vertical height of the pyramid is, or the perpendicular height is 20.6 approximately. The volume, therefore, which is 1 over 3 times base area times perpendicular height will be 1 over 3 times the base is a rectangle, 14 times 6, because area of a rectangle is length times breadth. 14 times 6 then times the perpendicular height, which is 20.6 times 20.6. 3 here 1, 3 here 2. 14 times 2 is 28. 28 times 20.6. 28 times 20.6 is 576.8. 576.8. What is the unit? Yard cube. Yard cube is the volume of this pyramid. And that is the end of this very lesson on the volume of pyramid. I hope it is useful to you. If it is, don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel so you get more of this when I release new content. God bless you.